said it, would it be televised? You would think it ain't no revolution. You shine a light and niggas translucent. Tight crazy, no Cam Newton. These niggas ain't Panthers. These niggas in white hoods like clan movements. We seeing tap dances. Keep seeing crossovers. These niggas ain't whooping. Glossed over, nigga, we see it. No blind list. Niggas ain't tripping. In the cut like state troopers. Court flower, late bloomer. Niggas talking about the old ways. Okay, boomer. Slime put up in the old school. Crooked letter with the fold shoes. I know he a straight shooter. Keep a beat like a pacemaker. Keep the heat, we some peacemakers. So debate Buddha. Placeholders out here claiming ruler. We going yard. Bears Bueller got no regard for the new school. I'm so appalled. Don't come at me with the Fisher prices or the tissue paper. No, it's gonna dissolve. On the fringe, I can never come in under par. I'm overcome. Got it out the mud with both strokes like it's total cross. Niggas gotta learn I'm total loss. These days I know a broken sauce when I see one. Don't get your brand. 6'5", don't hit your head. Like a series finale, I'm going off. Full page, y'all couldn't buy me. Niggas hyenas. This shit is an elephant graveyard. Gotta knock me, nigga, not me. Fuck is you talking about lost sleep? Fuck with a nigga who don't rap. Got to tell me you niggas is lost sheep. These niggas is off sands. I give them more bars, we'll need it on top seat. You need it in both. I'm Costco. Got it tell me these niggas is not bleed. Fuck is you talking about top 3? They try to tell me it's nachos. A bodega the way that I chop cheese. Secondhand niggas can't clock me. The shit that I'm talking is hours. No 15 minutes could ever just stop me. Know where I'm getting my power, but truthfully don't really deal in the problems. Just Godspeed, my nigga.
Jaden Daniels, the star quarterback for the Washington Commanders, is redefining how athletes train and perform. Through the adoption of virtual reality and artificial intelligence, Daniels has not only elevated his on-field abilities, but also set a new benchmark for innovation in professional sports. His use of technology has transformed his approach to decision-making, enhanced his team's reputation as a forward-thinking franchise, and created compelling commercial opportunities for the NFL. What's going on, everybody? Good evening. You are tuned in to another episode of the Black Man Into the Wild podcast. You know I'm blessed to be here with you all tonight, and as always, I'm blessed to have you here with me as well. Now, it's been a while since I last recorded. I think the last time I dropped an episode, we hadn't even yet had the global tech outage with CrowdStrike. Do you remember that? Last July? A global technology outage caused by a faulty software update grounded flights, knocked media outlets offline, and disrupted hospitals, small businesses, and government offices, highlighting the fragility of a digitized world dependent on just a handful of providers. At the heart of the massive disruption was CrowdStrike, which, if you don't know by now, is a cybersecurity company that provides software for businesses all across the world. Since then, a lot has happened in the world of tech. Bitcoin surpassed $100,000 per coin for the first time in history. Nvidia has become the most valuable company in the world thanks to the demand for consumer-level artificial intelligence. And Elon Musk, with a net worth of now over $500 billion, added a new job title to his resume, becoming the first head of the Department of Government Efficiency in President Trump's new administration. That's right, the last time I recorded an episode, Biden was still the leader of the free world. But anyways, the Black Man Into the Wild podcast, for those who don't know, was born in the Pacific Northwest and covers topics centered around the most disruptive technological advancements that will play a role in reshaping our society for the next decades. Before we get started, though, tonight, as always, if you have not already, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel, like the video, and share with your friends if you like what you hear. Also, don't forget that you can listen and download each episode of the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We're streaming right now on all major digital streaming platforms, including Amazon Audible and the iHeartRadio Podcast Network. I appreciate your support. Now, I find this first story interesting because I've, of course, talked about VR on the podcast before, whether talking about the Meta Quest headset or the Apple Vision Pro, but I don't think we've ever really looked at it with this level of practicality. At least I don't think. This is from sportsscienceagency.com. Jaden Daniels, how virtual reality and AI are transforming quarterback decision-making. It says, at the heart of Daniels' training regime is a VR simulator developed by German entrepreneurs Verena Kau and Christian Hartmann. Initially designed for soccer, the system was customized for American football to meet Daniels' needs. Operating at 1 3/4 time real-life speed, the theory being this sped-up simulator pushes Daniels to process information faster than he would in a game, then allowing him to recognize and react to defensive schemes and make enhanced decisions whilst under pressure on the field. Complementing this is an AI-driven feedback system that analyzes Daniels' performance in real time. It monitors metrics like reaction time, decision accuracy, and cognitive fatigue, adapting future training sessions to address specific areas for improvement. It says, for instance, if Daniel struggles against blitz-heavy defensive setups, the system creates tailored simulations to help him master those scenarios. The results of Daniels' innovative training approach have been impressive. In his rookie season, he ranked among the league's top quarterbacks in completion percentage, efficiency, and clutch performance. His ability to make rapid, accurate decisions under pressure has become a hallmark of his game. Analysts credited his ability to read the defense pre-snap and anticipate post-snap adjustments, all potentially skills honed through his thousands of VR simulations. Daniels' approach has implications far beyond his own performance. His success demonstrates how technology can revolutionize athlete development and create new commercial opportunities for the NFL as a whole. Now, the Commanders, of course, lost this year to the Eagles, the Philadelphia Eagles, in the conference championship game. But, let's see what they can put together next season with Jaden Daniels leading the way. Now, I think this next story went a little bit under the radar. I think the article was published here around the same time that we were hearing about all those unmanned, unidentified drones flying over New Jersey and New York. Do you remember that? Electric aviation startup Archer Aviation recently signed an exclusive deal with Palmer Luckey's defense contractor Anduril Industries to jointly develop next-generation aircraft for the military. Archer also announced a new funding round for $450 million to help further propel its defense ambitions. This is from The Verge. Palmer Luckey's defense tech company will make next-generation military aircraft with Archer. It says here the first product will be a hybrid propulsion vertical takeoff and landing aircraft that will serve as the basis for the company's bid for a contract with the U.S. Department of Defense. Archer is also formalizing its efforts to be an aircraft supplier to the military through the creation of a new internal division called Archer Defense. The San Jose, California-based company has been racing to finalize the certification process that it will need to get the necessary government approvals for its electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. Archer recently delivered one of its Midnight eVTOL aircraft to the U.S. Air Force as part of its evaluation program, as it's been getting more deeply involved with the military-industrial complex. Archer also announced that it will be the recipient of a fresh capital round with $430 million coming from pre-existing investors such as Stellantis and United Airlines, as well as new funders like Wellington Management and Abu Dhabi Investment Holding Company 2.0, a subsidiary of the United Arab Emirates' largest listed entity, IHC. Funny enough, Archer came out of stealth in spring 2020 after having poached key talent from Wisk, formerly Kitty Hawk, and Airbus's Vahana project. Wisk later sued for alleged trade secret theft, which was finally settled last year. The company has a $1 billion order from United Airlines for its aircraft and a deal to mass produce its eVTOL craft with global automaker Stellantis. Alongside Archer, other eVTOL companies hope to eventually win full Federal Aviation Administration approval. That got a boost recently when the agency published highly anticipated final regulations for eVTOL vehicles that it says will chart the path for the air travel of the future. Archer praised the FAA for providing clear direction on what is required for the safe operation of eVTOL aircraft in the U.S. Air taxis, sometimes misidentified by the mainstream media as flying cars, are essentially helicopters without that noisy, polluting gas motor, though they certainly have their own unique noise profile. In addition to Archer, companies like Joby Aviation and Beta Technologies have claimed they are on the cusp of launching services that will eventually scale up nationwide. But others have floundered, unfortunately. German company Lilium recently said that 2 of its subsidiaries were insolvent and could cease operations. Meanwhile, Anduril is a military technology company founded by Oculus creator Palmer Luckey that makes surveillance and reconnaissance tech as well as military drones. The company recently teamed up with OpenAI to integrate the ChatGPT Maker software into Anduril's counter-drone systems. Now, like I mentioned at the beginning of this episode, this is my first time recording since Trump reoccupied the Oval Office, and a lot of people are asking, what does Donald Trump's win mean for big tech? Well, when it comes to artificial intelligence, the priority for a second Trump administration will be ensuring that the U.S. leads the race to develop more powerful and capable AI algorithms, especially compared to its main geopolitical rival, China. The previous Trump administration sought to eliminate regulations thought to inhibit commercial tech innovation. In the era of large language models and hyperscale AI training runs, Trump might also consider providing federal resources to power the massive scale AI projects needed to help keep American AI ahead. The previous Trump government introduced sanctions designed to limit Chinese AI companies' ability to do business with the U.S. and access the chips required for building cutting-edge AI, controls that were tightened under Biden. Trump's second term could see efforts to restrain Chinese AI ramp-up, especially if a broader trade war kicks off. And, I know we've all seen by now President Trump and Elon Musk have become buddy-buddy over the past couple of months, which gives analysts reason to believe that Elon Musk's AI rivals may have reason to be concerned. The billionaire Trump booster has been a frequent critic of OpenAI, which he co-founded before leaving, and of Google, accusing both companies of developing overly, quote, woke, politically correct AI algorithms. Musk's desire to lead the AI race with his own company, xAI, combined with the enormous influence he might wield within the Trump administration, could make both OpenAI and Google targets, perhaps threatening their ability to secure lucrative future government contracts. Thanks for listening, everybody. This has been another episode of the Black Man Into the Wild podcast. Have a great night.